It started like any ordinary afternoon. Angela Miller had just returned from her shift at the hospital. She was a single mom, exhausted as always, but proud of how well her son, Ethan, had been managing his life. He was 19, quiet, polite, no drinking, no drugs. He kept to himself, spent most of his time reading or gaming. A good kid. Or so she thought. That day, she decided to clean his room. Not because it was messy, but because something felt off. There was a smell, faint, metallic, like rust or maybe old blood. She couldn't quite place it. She opened his door. Everything looked normal at first glance. Bed made, books lined up, laptop closed. But that smell was stronger now, and it was coming from under the bed. Angela knelt down. There was a black duffel bag tucked deep in the corner, partially hidden behind a stack of shoeboxes. She tugged at the handle. It was heavy, too heavy. Her heart pounded as she unzipped it. Inside was the severed head of a boy. She screamed, dropped the bag, stumbled back, crashing into Ethan's dresser. The head rolled slightly inside the open bag, revealing lifeless, half-lid eyes. She recognized him instantly. Warren Burnt, the boy from Ethan's high school, the one on the news, missing for 3 weeks. She dialed 911 with trembling hands, her voice barely audible. When police arrived, Ethan wasn't home, but they searched his room, found a hidden drawer in his closet. Inside, photographs, dozens, maybe hundreds, faces of people, most of them smiling, unaware they were being watched. Many of them were teens. A few were circled in red. Others had been scratched out. On the back of each photo was a date, a name, and a location. But Warren's photo was different. It had no name, just a single word: gift. Ethan came home an hour later. He didn't run. He looked straight at his mother standing between the cops, her face pale and broken. He smiled and said, "You weren't supposed to look under the bed, Mom." They arrested him without struggle. No emotion, no resistance, just calm, eerie silence. The investigation. Detectives combed through Ethan's laptop and phone. What they found shocked even the most seasoned officers. Encrypted chat logs, a forum called the Hollow Gallery, an online group of individuals who refer to themselves as curators. The goal: to preserve the forgotten, to collect moments, faces, fragments of existence. Ethan was an active member. He posted weekly. His last post, hours before Warren went missing, read, "The head is the seat of memory. If you want to keep a person forever, you start with the head." They also discovered videos. Warren, bound and gagged, begging for help, then screaming, then silence. One of the files was titled Trial 1. Was there more? Angela was interviewed multiple times. She said she never saw any signs. Ethan had no violent history, no trauma, no warnings. He was quiet, yes, but normal. But the truth was, Ethan wasn't acting alone. The final revelation. A week after his arrest, another duffel bag was found, not in Ethan's room, but buried in the backyard of their neighbor, Mr. Cranston, a retired teacher, lived alone, no family, kept to himself. Inside that bag, another head. This one belonged to a girl who had vanished 2 years earlier. And in Ethan's prison cell, guards found a note taped under his bed. It read, "Collection incomplete. Phase 2 begins soon." Was Ethan the leader or just a pawn? Was Mr. Cranston part of the group or something even darker? Angela moved out of the house within days. She never visited Ethan in jail, never replied to his letters, but in one interview, she said something that chilled reporters. "I don't think he was born this way. I think something found him." Ethan's trial begins next month, but the Hollow Gallery is still online, still active. And now, they know we're watching.